Okay, good morning. Let me change my view here. Okay. So today we'll be continuing with all the foundations that we've built and really focus on chest mobility and neck mobility and some things to strengthen our legs. So grab your stable, steady chair. You can see I've got a lazy bones dog over here, which is pretty cute. Okay, so we'll start with a few really big, deep breaths to get going. You can bring your hands to your low ribs on the sides and really remembering to bring the breath in and down and widen the breath side to side. So breath is in and out of the nose. Big inhales and big exhales. Just noticing if you feel movement more on one side than the other. And seeing if you can feel that you're bringing breath all the way in and down to the base of the lungs. And notice the count of your breath here as we get started. Inhale, exhale completely. And then we'll inhale together for a count of 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Breath moves to the sides. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Good. Bring your hands down to your side and really letting your chest and shoulders relax. And see if you can feel breath move up the back body as though your lungs were moving backwards, because they do. So lungs don't just fill down or fill to the sides, they also fill back. So we're really trying to use all of our breath capacity and sort of set that in as we get started so it can continue for the rest of our time together. Okay, and bring your arms down to relax at your side, and we'll do a little practice of tension and relaxing. So we'll start by tensing up the hands and make fists with the hands, and then tighten the forearms and the upper arms and the shoulders, and then go ahead and tighten up your shoulders towards your ears and create a lot of tension through the chest and the shoulders, and squeeze and keep squeezing. And take a big inhale and hold your inhale. And then on your exhale, all at once, let all of that activation go. And we'll do that several times, really helping circulation through the arms and the shoulders. Fists, upper arms, shoulders, squeeze, big inhale. And then exhale, release all of that effort. 2 more. Fists, forearms, noticing the places that don't quite activate and make a focused effort to activate there. Hold the inhale in. It's an energizing practice, and then exhale, let all that effort go. Last time, shake the arms out a little bit before we get started. Inhale, squeeze. Make sure your back body's squeezing too. And then exhale, let all that effort go. Really good. And we'll start with some neck mobility. So a big inhale, and your head looks up towards the ceiling as high as you can. And an exhale, your chin comes towards the chest and looking down as far as you can. Inhale, Head up, big stretch through the front of the neck. Exhale, head down, stretch through the back. Keep going with that movement in the neck. Head up, inhale, head down, exhale. And as you're continuing with this movement, check in with your feet and the grounding action of your feet. Good. If you can, just be sure you're on mute out there. Make sure you're on mute. Inhale, look up. Fill up. Exhale, look down. Keep going in this way. So although it seems simple, the neck mobility, I really can't emphasize, is so important. So just moving your neck all the ways, all of the days can help maintain so much longevity. And we start there for a reason. Good. Next time you look up, hold the head up and be sure that you're backed off of any pain or strain in the back of the neck. And really reach the chin up, like you were kind of trying to jet your lower jaw up towards the ceiling to stretch under the neck and under the chin. Good. And then with the head up in this position, turn to the right as far as you can. And back to center on an exhale. Inhale, turn to the left as far as you can. And eyes go with the movement. So your eyes look down at the puppy. And then inhale up and exhale, eyes look down. Good. So again, emphasizing pain-free range of motion for everyone here. So head up, side to side. And feeling stretches in the little areas under the ear, the side, the base of the skull. Good. And head comes up to the center next time, and then bring your head to a level. And you've heard me, if you've been doing these sessions before, talk about the positioning of the head as a movement of the chin towards the center of the throat and an extension up through the back of the crown of your head. So a movement back and up. And now we'll do a little bit of soft tissue work with your hands. So bringing your hands to the base of the back of your skull and to the jaw and doing some self-massage in this area. So another way to mobilize the tissues is to get them to relax. And so this really helps with strength and circulation in the hands, as well as mobility in the neck. So finding places that feel tense and tight and massaging there for a couple seconds, and then also using your breath to soften and release any tension that you can. So you get most of your release on your exhale. And bringing it into the sides of the neck, right next to the base of the jaw. Breath continues to come in and down. And the lungs are still filling out to the side. Good, and then come down underneath the jaw, towards the front of the neck. Gentle soft tissue work there. Good, and then come to the jaw itself. So some soft tissue work on the sides of the, below the ear on the jaw and down to the base of the jaw. So the most important thing is that you're feeling for where the tension is for you and massaging there. Good, and as you're massaging here on the jaw, open the mouth as wide as you can and close. And you'll feel the hinging of the jaw and find some places that are tight or tense around that hinging. So this is really good work to do if you find yourself clenching your jaw at night to release and kind of break that habit. And this area tends to hold a lot of stress. So a really simple practice that you can do for yourself anytime, several times a day even. Good, and then we'll move to a little bit more self-massage on the face across the eyebrows. So pressing with your fingertips across the eyebrows to the temples. A few times relaxing the brow. Big inhales in and down. Good. Okay, and we'll move into a little bit more mobility with the neck. Now, bring your left ear to your left shoulder on an exhale, and hold there, and then reach your right fingertips down and away. So now you're stretching the top of the shoulder. You can bring your left hand, opposite hand, to the shoulder and add a little soft tissue work there to the top of the shoulder. So just gentle self-massage on the muscle fibers that feel really tight above the collarbone, just inside of end range. Good, and reaching the hands in different directions, you can feel it changes the stretch in small ways. Good, and then around to the back of the shoulder, some gentle squeezes on the trapezius muscle at the top of the shoulder. Good, and then bringing your arm a bit forward and a bit back, and then bringing your soft tissue work, keeping your left ear to left shoulder to your chest. So your arm is back, reaching, and you're gently palpating at from the head of the arm bone towards the sternum. Again, really good for not just the muscles that you're working on, but also the strength of your hands. And about 45 seconds in each area is what we're after. That feels like a long time, I know. But to get some response in the tissues, it just takes a little bit of consistency in one area. Good, and then reach your right arm out to the right, keep your left ear to left shoulder, and then reach your right arm back as far as you can. So a big stretch through the front of the chest on the right side and the side of the neck. And then bring your hand back to center and head up. And both hands down to your thighs, and we'll take a few big deep breaths and just see if you can notice a difference side to side. So breath comes in and down for a count of 3 and out for a count of 3. How much movement of your whole torso can you feel with breath? This is so important. Good. So I tend to feel more connection and more ability for my breath to move in the chest, and even all the way feeling some fluidity of movement in the neck. on the side that we've done. So let's go to the other side. So right ear to right shoulder, left fingertips reach down. Big inhales and exhales. And then bring the right hand to the left trap for some massage on this side, above the collarbone. So our whole spine aligns from the neck down. So if we've got lots of tension in the neck and tightness in the jaw that's throwing off the alignment of our cervical spine, that can affect and cause pain all the way down into the low back. So the emphasis on the neck is for a reason. So important. Reach the fingertips down and away. Gentle palpations. And then all the way up into the side, and maybe even below the ear again. Feeling your feet grounded, solid. Good. And then reaching your arm back and moving your soft tissue work, self-massage from the head of the arm bone to the sternum. Good. And then reaching your left arm up to the left and then reaching it back. Continue with the self-massage on this side. So big stretch through this whole area, and then supporting it with your hand to release. Good. So when you find those spots that are like knots, stay there for a little while, and just a gentle circular motion on that area can help to allow that tissue to release. Good. Last few seconds here, and then reach that hand down and away and bring your head up to a level. And now we'll move back and forth from one side to the other. So right ear to right shoulder, head up to center, left ear to left shoulder. And if you can, just notice the difference, if there is any, in your mobility side to side. Good. And then head back to center. Turn over your left shoulder. So turn as far as you can without the shoulders turning. And back to center and turn the other way. Back to center. Keep moving in this way, and now connect the movement to your breath. Inhaling, turn. Exhaling, back to center. So you're finding end range and staying just inside of that. Eyes also move with the head. Good, and turn to the right. Eyes, and then back to center. And then looking down, let the back of the neck and the shoulders relax and reach the hands down as you look down. And then we'll take a full circle with the neck, coming all the way back and around, other direction, and back to the starting position. Inhale, head is up and back. Exhale, head is down and forward. Remembering that little by little, through this gentle, consistent effort, you'll start to see increase mobility in the movement of your neck. And if you add this in a few more times in your week, you'll see it happen even faster. Good. Next time you're up and back, switch directions. Come back around the other way, down and forward and around. Connecting the movement to your breath in a way that feels natural and easeful. Okay, next time your head comes to center, lift your head up and back and find that position of the head where the chin is towards the center of the throat, extension up through the back of the crown. And bring your hand to your left hand to your low ribs, right in the center, so right at the solar plexus. And take a big inhale in and an exhale out of the mouth. And feel the muscles under your hand engage and kind of pull the rib cage back. See if you can maintain that. Take another deep inhale in and feel the rib cages move out to the side a bit more with the breath. And then bring your right arm down, broaden through the palm, and on an inhale, bring your arm up, forward and up as high as you can, just the right arm, and on an exhale, it comes down. Good. Inhale, arm up, finding the edge of range of motion where no change happens under your opposite hand. So arm comes all the way up to the end of range of motion. I'll turn to the side so you can see that no change happening here is what we're going for. So all of this stays in place and you're finding the possible range of motion in the shoulder on the inhale, and exhale, it comes down. Good. Keep moving in this way. Feel the breath move side to side. And each time trying to feel that the range of motion is at your capacity. So it could be different the next time than it was the last time as we move in to end range. Good, keeping the feet grounded and the spinal alignment in place. Next time you inhale and bring your arm up, hold it up. And keep your gaze on a single point and take 3 big inhales in and down and feel the breath move up your side bodies for a 3-second inhale and a 3-second exhale. One more breath. And on the exhale, the arm comes down and back, as far back as you can. So moving into the back range of motion. Good, and then flip the hand and it comes all the way up and around and forward. So palm faces in as you move back. As you get to the furthest back range of motion that you can, flip the hand and it comes up and around and forward. Good. Keep moving in this way, exploring the full range of motion of your shoulder, staying just inside of any pops, or clicks, or pain, and moving with slow, sensitive awareness on the shoulder. Like you're reaching in every direction as you're going around. So I'm really reaching forward and then reaching down. Then flipping the hand and reaching back, but not twisting the shoulders, keeping the hand on the ribs to make sure all of the action's happening in the shoulder and not in the rib cage or through the torso. Good. Next time you come around and back and flip the hand, hold there, keep reaching back. Big stretch through the chest, keep reaching. And then take your angle a little up and keep reaching. And a little more up and keep reaching all the way around. Flip the hand back forward and come down and shake the shoulder out. Good job. Take a few moments with your hands resting on your thighs to feel the difference side to side. We'll do another one of those actions that we started with. So grounding through the feet, feeling your knees, hips, and ankles in alignment. Your pelvis is balanced front to back. Hands come to your side. Make fists with both hands. Squeeze the forearms, squeeze the upper arms, squeeze the shoulders, and squeeze the shoulders towards the ears. Squeeze, squeeze, and just feel the difference side to side in this active squeezing. And then on an exhale, let it all go. Drop the shoulders one more time. Fists, forearms, upper arms. Hold the inhale in, full of breath. Exhale, let it go. Good. Now bring your right hand to your solar plexus. Still feeling breath moving into the side. Inhaling, arm comes up to the end of range of motion. Exhale, arm comes down. Again, being sure that no movement happens through the spine or in the back. It's all in the shoulder. And so maybe that the arms are different side to side in your range of motion. So possibly if you've had injury or something happen that decreases the range of motion on one side, just honor the difference side to side and feel where the edge of range of motion here is and come off of it. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Next time you bring the arm up, hold the arm up, reach and keep reaching, but hold the arm at end range. 3 big breaths. Inhale for a count of 3. Exhale for a count of 3. Building strength and stability in the shoulder joint. Good. Now we'll move through the back range of motion, bringing the arm all the way back and forward. And then all the way back and flipping the hand and reaching up, around and back, and then forward again. Good. And matching this to your breath. Back, flipping the hand. Good. Keeping equal weight through both sit bones and both feet. And no movement through the thoracic spine of the chest. All of it's in the shoulder. Good. Next time you reach back, really reach back and hold. Big stretch through the chest. And then reach up a little bit more. Keep reaching back. And then up, around, and back down. Shake the shoulders out. Good job. And now we'll take a few shoulder roll, so bringing the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. So how much movement of the shoulder head can you feel up, around, and back? Keep broadening through the palms and grounding the feet. And just inside of end range, you may hear some cracks and pops, just sort of moving around any areas that feel like they're restricted with gentle ease, more like water. Inhale up and back, and now add some movement of your head as you come forward, really arch through the back. And then as your shoulders come up, head comes up and looks up and back as you reach back and down. So now your whole head and thoracic is moving with your shoulders. Again, as much like water and fluid movement as you can. It doesn't have to be perfectly synced up. Most important thing is that you're getting lots of movement through this whole area that tends to get stuck and stagnant. Good. Next time you come up and back and your head's up, switch directions. So head comes down, shoulders come down, and this time around go about half the pace. So head is up, shoulders are up, head is down, shoulders are down. And bring awareness to your feet and see if you can bring your feet and ankles and knees to touch. Good. Last time when you look down, really reach down and look down. Big spinal flexion. Hold here and see if you can really breathe in the back body. So again, feeling your lungs move backwards. Good, and then reach the shoulders back, head up, reaching back with your arms. See if you can really feel you're squeezing the shoulder blades together in the back and lifting up. Feet are grounded, knees together, ankles together. Good, and then reaching down and bringing your head up to a level. Good, hands come to your thighs. Take a few resting breaths. How much movement through the ribs can you feel of breath? So big filling and big emptying of the lungs. Three seconds in, 3 seconds out. Do your best to focus your attention. Feet are grounded, knees together, hands on your thighs. Good. Bringing your hands to your chest now. Elbows point down. Shoulders are not forward and not back, but right at the center. Spine is well organized, a gentle curve in the low back. Now we'll rotate to the left and back to center. Rotate to the left, head and shoulders both rotate, head turns, and back to center. Rotate head and shoulders, and back to center. So now we're getting the rotation in the thoracic spine and the cervical spine, but not in the lumbar spine. This is one of the main causes of low back pain is that the rotation of the spine ends up happening in the low back rather than the upper back where it's designed to. And back to center. Good. Remembering your feet and the alignment of your feet. And back to center. Take a few deep breaths here. Switch the positioning of your hands, so the opposite hands on the bottom. And then other way. So first rotating with your chest and shoulders, and then rotating with your head last, as far as you can. And then back to center. Chest and shoulders first, and then head. Trying to feel that the weight stays even through your sit bones and that you're still grounded through the low body. Now map the movement to your breath. Inhaling, rotate and turn. The end of your inhale is the end of the movement. Exhale back to center. Good, and back to center. Now we'll go the other way again and hold. So rotating to the first way we went, and then the head turns, and hold here. Keep grounded through both feet. Big deep breaths that you feel move your rib cage. Good, and back to center. And the other direction and hold. Good, feel the rotation happening in the upper spine. Notice if you want to dip, try to keep your shoulders back. And back to center. Bring your hands to your legs and spread your feet about hip width apart. Feel really solid and on the edge of your chair. And we'll review the pelvis alignment. So feel your pelvis tilting all the way forward from the edge of your chair and all the way back. All the way forward and all the way back. So this movement of the pelvis tilting forward and back is really crucial also for the low back being pain-free. So see if you can feel the extremes of that edge of range of motion and keep moving back and forth. A hand on the low back and the low belly can really help add some more awareness to what's happening in the pelvic area. And the movement may not be that large, but moving through whatever range of motion you have available with gentle consistency, and noticing if you start to feel pain in the low back as you move forward or back, just back off the movement slightly and be at the edge of the pain-free range of motion. Okay, and start to make that action smaller and smaller. So it's starting to be more of a micro movement until you find where it feels like the center, where your pelvis is neither tipping forward nor tipping back, and your low belly is slightly toned. So your low belly is activated to hold your pelvis in that position. And then press through your feet and feel your glutes come on, and bring attention to your feet and feel an active grounding down of the feet. And then without pressing into your hands, lean your spine forward, but keep your spine organized. So I'll move to the side so you can see the action. So spine comes forward, I'm pressing through the feet, and I'm pressing down as if I'm going to stand up. So I'm pressing equally through both feet. And tilt this down so you can see my feet a little better. So pressing down as if you're going to stand up, and the glutes are on and the pelvis is holding engaged, and then come back and release that effort. Inhale, press through the feet, and your hands aren't pushing down. You're trying to have all the activation come from the feet and then back. So we're strengthening the feet and hips and legs, about to stand up like you're about to take off, but not doing any momentum actions to get that going, just coming back and forth. Press through the feet, the whole foot, and then release back. Inhale, press, about to take off. Good, and then back and up and press. See if you can feel that all four corners of the feet, inside edge and outside edge, heel and ball of the foot are grounding down, not just the outside edge or just the inside edge. Press and lift. So however much lift off you can get, even if it's just a lightening of the load that's on your pelvis into your feet, is building that strength. And see if you can keep it equal side to side. Ensuring your feet are in good alignment. And what you'll see happen through the knees is maybe the knees tend to go in, or maybe the knees tend to go out. Try to keep hip, knee, and ankle all in alignment. Good. Keep going. If you need to take a break, take a break. Just take your break back and seated. Inhaling up, press like you're going to stand, and then back. Up, press, about to stand. If it feels like you have the strength to come forward and press up, you could come all the way to standing and place yourself down. So up to you. You can keep almost pressing up to standing, or go ahead and press up to standing. Either way, you're getting all of the benefit of building strength. Again, we're trying not to use the momentum of the upper body to lift up, but really the grounding down and the strength of the legs and the feet. Press up and control down. Good. Press up. Control down. The more you ground down through the feet, the more solid and stable you'll feel. Good. 2 more times. So however much lift off you get is perfect. Press and back and press and back. Last time, press up and hold at your edge. So pressing up and continue to ground down. Ensure that your glutes are on. Press through your whole foot. Good, and then relax back. Weight comes to your sit bones. Pay attention to your alignment in your spine. So aligning the spine and the head on top. And we'll just take 5 big deep breaths for a 5-breath meditation. So holding your one-pointed focus either on the screen or just below the screen. And breath comes into the side ribs. Exhale completely. Inhale for a count of 1, 2, 3. Exhale 1, 2, 3. Inhale 1, 2, 3. Exhale 1, 2, 3. Good. Be sure you're muted if you're coming on for bingo. Inhale 1, 2, 3. Exhale 1, 2, 3. Inhale 1, 2, 3. Exhale 1, 2, 3. Good. Seeing if you can maintain this alignment and this focus as you move into your next activity. Thank you all so much for your effort and mobilizing the chest and the shoulders and the neck and strengthening the legs. Good. Is there, oh, well. Hello, everyone.